Yo, what up? It is the 18th of February 2024, and it's currently 10:08 p.m. on a Sunday. Nice and quiet out today. And we've got some mail, probably from the HRA and from Red. From Red, we've got the password for tomorrow is bean curd. Okay, good to know. You know, last week's turnout for Crazy Red was like nothing. I'm pretty sure every single thing there was was already in my possession, even the painting. So I think I said that I only have I don't have many Crazy Red visits in the year that I can afford to have be like useless. Otherwise me risking not being able to get every single Crazy Red item. Sorry, I've just got to think of what... Okay, I know about Sandlot from Sahara the other day. But, okay, so I've got a music room floor, which is... Oh, okay, well that doesn't help. I just have to make sure I'm keeping... Wait. Blue Top, Desert Vista. Regal Wall. Okay, well I know Regal Wall is a common wall. I think Luna. I recall Lunar Surface being new at the time. In fact, I kind of want to see what that looks like. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's the moon. This could work well in a space themed room. And hey, you know, you've got a lot of space themed items, I feel. So yes, I know I just got the... Let's see. I'm pretty sure Music Room Wall... My three new ones were Music Room Wall, Lunar Surface, and Sandlot. Where the Opulent Rug, Illusion Floor, and Regal Wall are all common. But yeah, I wouldn't have... Yeah, okay, yes. Oops, there we go. And then I'll sell this other stuff. Actually, what's this gyroid? Unless I looked... this might be that nebuloid. I was actually interested in seeing what this looked like because I've got... Because I want to be appreciating the gyroids. But, oh yeah, look, he is. He's like space. Oh! Hey, they fit together pretty well. This is a tall Quazoid. These guys... They're like a duet. That's cool. I want to keep both of these guys in the same room then, if they're gonna be like that. Although I don't know a good place to keep both of them, because this room is pretty packed. I mean, what you could do... I mean, what if I moved... Okay, I've got an idea. Get the Metroid and the Master Sword, and you move this up here, and this sort of creates... It's a bit of a cramped area, but what you can then do is... I could move this Quazoid from out of here, and then move my pinball machine back so it's up against the wall like that, and then sort of put both of these gyroids along here? Right? Oh wait, that is along there. I see. Room decorating is hard. I could have them, like, guarding the Master Sword and the Metroid. Man, this is tricky. I mean, I could always get rid of something like this Jack-in-the-Box. The idea of this is that it's a game room, so I want to keep everything that's sort of arcade-ish. I like, obviously, the arcade machine, the pinball machine, the bowling I like, and this billiards corner with the three dudes playing billiards is really fun to me. You gotta get the lamp and the jukebox, and the dartboard is pretty good. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Because in my main room, I've got two gyroids sort of guarding the entrance like this. You can't do that as well in this room because of the pinball machine. So... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what I could do is move... Ugh, this is hard. I'm spending... I know, I understand I'm spending a lot of time doing this, but I like having both of these gyroids, and I think they fit in pretty well with the theme of the room. Although, if I'm going to make that moon room, I could make that moon room, and these guys would also fit in that. I'll keep them here for now, but I'll float that idea. I'll just have these two guarding the Metroid and the Master Sword, like I said. I don't think these two items... Like, they are interactable items, but... All of that. I feel like the Metroid actually should be the higher up one, because it's bigger and more blocks the Master Sword. I mean, these items are really cool. I feel like you have to have these in a game room. They're literal game items. And that Metroid, that's a really cool item. It reminds me a lot of the Metroid the first Metroid you see in Metroid Prime, and that's a really cool moment, because up till that point in the game, you never see a Metroid, and, I mean, I think you're meant to be under the impression that there aren't any Metroids left, although... I don't recall when Metroid Prime takes place in the series, because I know it's, like, in between two of them. It might be between Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion? I don't remember. I'm not very up-to-date on the, Metroid lore, so to speak. Hi, Victoria. I've just reached that age where I'm starting to get interested in interior decorating, so if you don't mind, can I come see your room? Not gonna be enough time. I think I'll be the one to say yes. Sorry. Sorry. Eh? It's my, Oh, there's a shooting star! And once again, I didn't pan in time for anyone to see it. Well, I don't know if one showing up means more are gonna show up, because that seems to have been a thing that's happened recently, is that you'll have one show up, and then more will show up after the fact. Well, that's the last time they showed up was on the Bright Nights. Well, I don't know. I don't know if there is, like, a queue or something for it. I think it literally is just the sound and then it passes, which is really hard to go off of. Oh, I just destroyed a flower by accident. I really like this corner with all of these flowers. They've just sort of started out as something and then they just kept breeding over and over again, and now it's just a full, like, garden of those pansies, I believe they are. Oh, what the? There's a gold rose here? When did this happen? Whoa. Well, I'll be taking that. What the hell? I must have completely missed that. So you get a gold rose when you water a black rose with a watering can. A wilted black rose with a watering can. And you only get a black rose from breeding 2, red roses. Which must mean that, so there are 2 red roses, if you look here. So what happened was, I guess, these 2 red roses bred a black rose into this corner, and then that black rose must have wilted. But if I had noticed there was a black rose there, I totally would have just, like, gotten it right away. So I don't know how. It must have... I wonder if flowers can, like... I guess flowers can spawn and then also wilt on the very same day. Have you figured out your 4 somethings? 4 whats? You know, the 4 somethings. If you have them when you get married, it means you'll have a happy marriage. Very easy to remember. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. That's all you need. Okay. But yeah, so... Yeah, I don't know how... Yeah, I wonder if... The way, flowers work in this game is that in newer games... Okay, well, I think in New Leaf... I feel like in New Leaf it was that if you didn't water flowers... then the next day they'd be wilted, and then you have to water them to save them, which is standard. But in this game, they sort of just pick random flowers every day to be wilted, like, and then you just sort of have to find them and then water them to, like, keep them alive, and so watering a flower doesn't do anything on its own. The other day I went to see a basketball match with Poncho, but more memorable than the match was the peach cobbler I ate. I'll never forget it. But yeah, so you can't do anything to prevent flowers from wilting, which includes something like the beautiful town ordinance that exists in New Leaf. That, for the entire time I played the game, was the only ordinance I ever used, because I like flowers. And I mean, really, when it came to all of the other ordinances, I can't think of... Like, Bell Boom just made things more expensive, both for buying and selling, which is just, like, inflation, I think. Isn't it? Well, it means... Well, yeah, because it's the same objects, but they cost more money. So yeah, that's inflation. I mean, to check out these sweet threads, they were custom designed by Knife. They're way more stylish than your bargain basement designs. What was I? I actually... Oh, wait. Yeah, where was I? Oh man, this is how it happens. Oh, I like these pink flowers that are all the tulips. Tulips. Anyway, as I was saying about flowers, yeah, I always had the Bell Boom ordinance. That basically is just like inflation. Also, hey, this flower rainbow is looking pretty good. If I like cropped it right, I can make it look like it's actually finished. Like, wait, no. Not really. But I just need one more purple flower and 2 more blue flowers, and then I've got the whole rainbow. And then I was thinking I'd fill this last corner with, like... I mean, I've got white in this top corner, so I might just do white in the bottom corner as well. Or I could maybe do, black flowers. I think I have at least one black cosmos, I think, over here. Hey, Poncho. The other day I met this kid named Scoop. It was the weirdest thing, because the kid gave a poor kid the... Well, that's the kind of kid who could keep up with me. King squat thrust. Well, hey, at least... Poncho's being considerate. I'm gonna predict that right now a shooting star's gonna fly by. Any second now? Yeah. Gotta be prepared at any moment. Well, I might walk around... Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll walk... This is a really inconvenient way of doing it, but I'm gonna walk around, and then I'll pull out my watering can if I see a wilted flower. That way I've got nothing in my hands by default. I probably should do this just anyway. I feel like it's... I don't know. If you start a conversation without a tool, then it goes faster. But then again, there's a lot of wilted flowers around. I'm gonna have to be switching in and out so often. Like, okay, well here, obviously, I would just... But, like, watch me pull out my watering can, and while I'm watering these flowers, a shooting star goes by. I think that one that showed up was just one random one, and there's not a full-on meteor shower tonight, which is very unfortunate. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do, because, you know, it's like, oh, you're supposed to be... If you're wandering around without tools, then you can wish on it. But my question is, when in Animal Crossing, at least intentionally, are you ever walking around with no tools on you? You're always doing something. I mean, even if you're not doing something, you've probably got the last tool that you had in your hand from, like, whatever the last thing you're doing was, right? I don't know. I feel like that's pretty consistent, at least for me. Oh, the big S monkey came to see me. Oh, I wish I knew you were coming. Oh, there's some yummy Vicious yesterday. Yeah, but I don't know why they made it so you can't be holding a tool for that. I think maybe they just couldn't figure it out. Like, it's the same thing with trees, right? Like, in later ones you could wish while, yeah, shake trees and wish on stuff while holding the tools. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I feel like you wouldn't ever be walking around specifically without a tool in your hands. Unless you knew about this mechanic and you were looking out for it specifically. By which point, like, I just don't see the point. Also, I don't think there's any indication that's ever given to you that you should do that. Like, wish upon a star by pressing A on it. Like, I don't think that's something you get told. I don't know how they would even tell you. Like, really, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're willing to just, like, say controls to you. I don't think they're above that, like, as an immersion thing. I don't think they care. Oh shit, I guess Poncho and Hugh got in a bit of a discussion there. You know what, screw those last two flowers, I'm just not gonna even bother. They're in a growing sea of flowers anyway, they could afford to lose a couple of members. That area around is all laggy anyway from how many flowers there are, which I think is funny. I'm sure if you emulate this game, that wouldn't happen. I'm so impressed with how big your house is, bro. It almost looks like a movie set or something. Because my eyes, I can almost see the waves in that guy. Eek, I'm jealous. Eek! Yeah, but it does lag. So yeah, I wonder if emulators would, be safe from lagging. Probably. I mean, I'd imagine. Especially since it's, you're emulating such old hardware. Not that I would ever, well, emulating's perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with emulating. Oh yeah, it's the point special today. I, already have all the points I could ever need, so it doesn't matter. Oh yes, a storage case. I'm at a point now where average Nook visit is going to turn up empty. Like, I've got very few items left to get from Nooks that aren't spotlight items. Oh, okay. One of those being a regal table. I really feel like I've seen a regal table. I think I had the same exact thought with a blue bookcase. It just sounds like such a common item that I feel like I must have seen it before and just passed it up because I assumed that I had it. And it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility. What is this hat? Is this an MVP hat? Oh no, a 1-up cap. Do I have the 1-up cap? Yeah, well, it should be the first thing on the list, because it's I'm sorting this alphabetically. I don't know why. Oh, well, I do know why, so you can look through the names. It's not good to search, to order it by numbers, because you don't know the numbers. Like, you know letters, I'd assume. I hope you know letters. At least a decent thing about them. A decent amount about them. Yeah. Do I have this? Orange tie-dye. You see how my clothes are sorted like this. I don't know why. Oh yeah, okay, orange tie-dye. My clothes are sort of weirdly. Like, I want to, like, sort them by the season category, because that's, like, I guess because I don't want to, like, scroll through a bunch of seasons that I'm not even in, but I end up doing that anyway, because all year and winter are the two opposite ends of the alphabetical order of those things, those categories, so it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, so I think maybe I should look through my space items and have a look. Because I think, do I have the lunar wallpaper as well? Is there a lunar wallpaper? Yeah, lunar horizon. So, like, I have a lunar horizon and I have a lunar floor. So I have both of those items. So I wonder if there's, like, I don't think there's an official set of space items, but I'm sure that they are, like, I know some. I know there's I definitely don't have the moon. The whole moon. I don't have that as an item yet. I have a UFO. This is in my catalog, mind you. I have a UFO, a lander, a lunar lander, and a lunar rover, I believe. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Another one just went by as I pulled out my watering can. Oh my god, I hate these bloody things. What did I say? I said this was gonna happen. I was gonna pull out my watering can, and then right as I did that, a shooting star would come by, and that happened. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna go to the roost. The roost. Yes, it is called the roost. I'm gonna go to the roost, and then I might sit outside anyway, so I can talk about what I might do. Because I haven't done any, like, room decorating in a while, so, yeah, I might do that. Care for a cup of Java to pick you up? It's 200 bells. What blend would you like? Usual. Whatever you say. Now comes one cup of your favorite blend spoon. There we go. At the perfect temperature to bring out the flavor. 176 degrees. One fresh brewed cup. Drink up. Thank you. Today's blend boasts a mild flavor. It's quite drinkable for those with unrefined palates. Sign me up. Thanks. Not a coffee drinker in real life. I've had it before. I'm not a huge fan of the bitterness. Uncaffeinated, mind you, is the only coffee I've ever had. It's not much of it either, mind you. I don't know. I mean, I'm a very... Okay, if there's one... Oh! My phone fell. But I did wish on the star. I didn't... My phone screen didn't get messed up. I don't even think he saw a frame of that shooting star. Oh my god. Well, I guess I did wish on the star. It's probably the stupidest way that could have happened. Oh, right as I was talking about my unrefined taste. So yes. I guess I'll stand here for a little bit anyway, maybe a second more show up, it doesn't make a difference, but... So yes, my palate, my taste in anything is very, very unrefined. I'm very basic. Like, there are those people who say their favorite drink is water, and like, I wouldn't say I'd go that far, but like, I can't think of anything... Like, I like water. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of stuff like anything solid in a drink, like boba. I don't like boba. I don't like drinking something and then there being things in it. If I want to drink, I want, liquid. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. And then, like, I don't really like bubbliness, so I've never liked soda water or soft drink, even after trying it. I guess juice is good, though. Like, it's just, juice is pretty neutral. You don't have to, nothing crazy about juice. If you like fruit, you probably like juice. Yeah, about coffee. But I'm kind of glad, I feel it's a double-edged sword, because on one end, I feel like not liking a lot of different drinks and the like makes me very boring, at least in one specific regard. But on the other hand, I'd rather have that than being, like, addicted to caffeine or, like, soft drink, because those things it's not good for you. And, like, it's not like I don't engage with things that are bad for you ever. Like, yeah, sure I do, but I'd rather be... Oh, another one. There you go. We get to see one tonight, even if it doesn't add to anything. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, soft drink is just... I feel like, with, like, teeth... dental hygiene, I'm very, I'm very quick to rush it. I don't, like, brush my teeth too diligent. Well, for the amount that I brush them, I do it pretty well, I'd say. My own opinion, of course. But I definitely benefit from not having a lot of stuff that's, like, sweet or anything like that, that's, like, bad for your teeth. But yeah, I don't want to be addicted to soft drink. That seems like a really bad idea. I mean, people have to switch to the diet versions of those things just to continue, like, because they need to, like, I wouldn't call it an addiction, but And I'm not one of those, like, oh, look at the, like, those videos where they're like, oh, look, Coke, like, rusts metal, therefore it must be bad for your body. But, I mean, it is still, it's still bad for you. I mean, I guess it's a moderation thing, where, like, you can say that about anything, but I don't know. If I already eat not particularly healthy, I might as well try and continue drinking healthily then, and sort of balance it out a little bit. Not as if those things are particularly balanced in the first place, but you get what I mean. Man, I've been trying to scroll through these. Okay, let me look for Lander. Okay, Lunar Lander, here we go. So, there's the asteroid. I've gotten an asteroid. I haven't got the moon. I've gotten the lunar lander. I haven't gotten the rocket. I've got the lunar rover. I've got the satellite. I haven't gotten the space shuttle. And I've got Spaceman Sam, who's the spaceman. I've got the space station flying saucer. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space items I've got, which fill up about 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 2 by 1, 2 by 1. So, like, that's what, 2 by 4 so far. 1 by 1, which is 2 by 5. Space station, which is 2 by 7. Flying saucer, which is 2 by 9. 2 by 9 is 18, and the rooms you get, are they 16 spaces total in area? Let me look. I think my math is right on that. I guess it is kind of unfortunate how little space you have. Yeah, I can look at this Lethal Company room, based off the popular video game Lethal Company. For what I ended up doing with this, I think it's, like, you know, decent. Obviously, there's not much to it. I wouldn't mind replacing it, though. No, you get one... God, this is so... such an archaic way to do it. You definitely get 1, 2 on that side, 1, 2 on this side, 1, 2 in the middle, which means you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 6 is 36. You get 36 spaces, and what, my things were 18? So, those space items will take up about half the total space of the room. Say I want to be able to walk through this general area in the middle. This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. You'd still have 10 extra spaces lying around after that. I'm doing a lot of maths right now. I feel like, I mean, I like maths. Yeah, I've got a decent amount of space in here to do something interesting. And I've got that shooting star that I wished on, which means I'm gonna get a spotlight item tomorrow, which might be the moon, which is one of the spotlight items. Alternatively, tomorrow Crazy Red's visiting, and 2 of Crazy Red's items are either the rocket or the space shuttle. So I think if I get lucky and I get one of those, that might push me to make the space room faster. But I feel like I might do it anyway. I just think it's interesting. I know I said I'd make these rooms... I feel like I said that I'd make the rooms seasonal, but I think it's more interesting if I just change it to whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Because, as it stands, I'm pretty, like, confident in this room. I feel like I've done this whole room tour thing a bunch of times. I feel pretty confident in this room being the Egypt room that has Poncho's picture and a coelacanth in it. Very on theme. But, you know, it's a decent enough Egypt room, and then having the top room up here. This room I feel can change to be... I like this room, the idea of it being a full set. Right now it's the classic set. Might change it. But I like this room up here, being the game room. Very nice. And then the top room is it's flexible. It can be changed. And then this room, which is still very, just nothing. It's basically just displaying stuff. I don't know why I've done this daisy meadow with the backyard fence. I don't know what my thought process was here. But yeah, I mean, I want to display this stuff. There's just not a very good way to do it without dedicating a whole room to it. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for today. I've spent enough time already just rambling on. So I will see you tomorrow, where I might start making a space room, which should be pretty cool.